to the Fxner and Her Fam podcast.
Welcome back to the Fxner Fam podcast. We're back. We have a another guest.
This fucking
Close friend
guy
of ours.
right here.
Close friend of ours. Gonna be kicking in on some topics that he knows a little bit more about than we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Joseph Spank.
Joseph Spank, not Spank.
Come on, let's get some applause.
Yeah,
Some
come on.
applause.
We'll get the sound effect in there too. We'll get the
I'm on fire.
There we go.
we'll get the applause sound effect in there. We'll have a live studio audience, and we'll throw the laugh track in there.
Yeah, eventually.
But yeah, we are back with another episode. Number 10. We're hitting double digits, baby. Let's go.
Double digits. Let's go. Let's go.
10 already?
Number 10.
Yep, we're on number
Let's
10. Let's
Go. Last week we talked about the troglodyte CNMA. We talked about Pokemon and Gideon, which apparently now they're like friends or some shit.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
like doing
they
a TikTok
posted some
together.
collab. I don't understand.
With like a chicken sandwich.
They did chicken sandwich.
No, they had like a picture of them eating like a hamburger or some shit.
Oh no, I just saw the one that was like both of.
These nuts.
Both of them.
So I was thinking.
Both of these nuts. But yeah. So some of the things we talked about have been already updated. Now I guess they're they're gonna collab now with Gideon X Pokemon.
Yeah,
like that.
they're all against Ninja now.
Enemies, no friends. It's like KSI. It's like KSI and Logan Paul.
Yeah,
now all they need is the box.
It's all for the views, baby.
They need a box and then make a hydration drink, and then they'll be the
Pokemon
fucking
versus
perfect.
Gideon at the new
Pokemon
YouTubers box.
Pokemon.
Bars.
I'm on fire.
Coming out swinging this episode, boys. Holy.
All right. Well, I mean, I have some stuff that kind of started from last week. We didn't touch on it. But we have, let me see, we have a solid list here, but at the end of this, we got some more stuff that obviously, like I said, you wouldn't know about Joey, and which is going to be more Super Bowl related stuff. We got our predictions. I kind of know who I want to win already from the beginning, but we'll go into that when we get there. Nonetheless, I don't know, dude. I know we talked about last time, we were talking about weird ass dreams and shit. The thing we didn't touch on out of all that was sleep paralysis. There's one thing that we skipped on.
Oh yeah.
Never had it.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
I can say I've definitely had it a few times. I every time have been like, first obviously it's a little weird. I don't know. I find it so like kind of interesting. Like after experiencing it so many times, you're like, well, what the f? Well, let's see what I can do here. Like,
Eventually, you're just like, can I fucking move my legs now, please?
you gotta do like the Kill Bill.
Just-
Move your toes. Move your toes.
Do you ever get like the ones where you can't even move your eyes?
No, I have not.
I've woken up like this,
and you just can't
my
move
eyes.
back.
and I'm looking at whatever is like standing in my door, and I can't even look away from it because
You're just like,
sometimes I have ones where I'm like, okay, I'll just look away because I know it's fake.
yeah.
Either fall back asleep or wake up and just, I don't know, get up.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's like, yeah, you're looking at this doorway whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking,
Like, hey, buddy.
Before
You're
I
gonna
fixed
stare
my
at this
sleep-
mother.
yeah.
Yeah, before I fixed my sleep schedule, I always had that. Like like one would be open right by my door.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now you have healthy sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I got that
So,
8 to
that's
9
good.
hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
fun.
sir.
That's
Yes, sir.
solid.
I would the one thing I always say about sleep, like I don't know, I'm one of those people where it's like some days I could get 8 hours of sleep and still be like fucked and tired as shit.
Yeah.
And there's other days where I'll get like 1 hour of sleep. I'm like, let's go, baby. I'm ready to
Yeah,
go.
that's kinda
I'm
my
fucking
fault.
ready to go.
So
like
Spank,
what I do, crack? Like,
Spank, as the rare person in our age group who actually fixed their sleep schedule and fully went through with it,
Yeah.
how much of a difference has it made for you, like overall
Oh.
health wise?
Oh, great. So, like, I go to bed at maybe midnight, maybe 11, wake up at 8 a.m., got the whole day.
W.
Sometimes, sometimes when I have to work at like 8 a.m., wake
Mm-hmm.
up at 6 a.m., feel great.
Yeah,
that's
you
the,
get
that's
your
the
whole
one thing I
morning, you
don't.
get ready.
That's one I
Yeah.
always hated about like sleeping through most of the days. Like you wake up and you're like, well, I lost the rest of my day.
I used to do
Yeah.
that.
It just sucks.
Go to bed at 4 a.m., wake up at 4.
Yeah, well, I'm still to this day a and wake up at 6:10, get out the door at 6:30 kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have 2 hours.
I'll sit there. There's days like I'll set my alarm like 2 hours ahead of time because I know if I set my alarm like, let's say I don't know how some people. For the people who set one alarm, you're f***ing psycho. I don't know how you do that.
I have
don't
a
know-
6
I have-
a.m. and a 6:10. I always get up at the 6:10.
I have 6, 6:15, 6:30, 6:45, 7,
Oh
7.
my God,
7
no,
I'm
that-
that.
that's
I'm
a
that.
lot.
if I don't do that, I ain't waking up.
I got 7, 7:05, 7:10, 7:15, all that.
I have the one at 6 that's like the wake up alarm, and then the 6:10 is like the get the
Get
f up
like
alarm.
you gotta go or you're gonna be
yeah.
late.
I got the 5:30.
Like my
alarm.
original, my wake up one is to like get me out of that deep sleep is like at 6, and then I have another one like, and even though I have all those middle ones, I know I'm not gonna wake up for them. That's why I have them like so many of them because I know one of them's gonna catch me. But there's times where my phone's died, and now I catch myself just waking up at that time, which I like because like now I'm getting used to being up at that time. So like now when I wake up later, I'm like, what the f? Like why did I sleep so long? Like, this is shit. I don't want to be up sleeping till 1 o'clock. I lost all that time.
Yeah,
I could have been doing
sucks.
something.
It sucks.
Yeah,
I
it
used to work
does.
like night shift at FedEx. Like,
Sorry.
dude. I worked the graveyard shift. I have class at 8 a.m. too, so that throws it off more. So I wake up for like an hour, go back to sleep,
Yeah.
and then sleep till like 1, 2 o'clock. Oh, watch the TV there, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extension cord's
sucks.
not plugged in. My laptop's gonna die. Sleep is clutch, bro. Sometimes like it's such a weird thing. Like I said, like there's days where I could sleep for 8 hours and I'm still like
Yeah.
just gassed and I can't get up. Days where I sleep 2-3 hours, I'm like, all right, I'm ready for a full day. I do the whole day. I'm not tired at all. Like, and it's like I
That
don't
was
know.
me today, bro. Like usually, I've recently been getting in bed at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Shit, but last night I wanted to watch. We watched the Mandalorian episode, right?
Yeah.
So I stayed up
whatever.
till like or Boba Fett.
Same
Still
shit,
haven't watched it.
Same fucking shit.
dude. That
yeah.
episode was really
Yeah.
honestly a Mandalorian
I'm
episode.
two,
Yeah.
I'm two
Respectfully.
episodes behind.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for two.
You're in for some good ass episodes then, bud.
But I stayed up
Yeah.
till like midnight, which is not really what I do anymore.
Yeah.
And today like felt fine at work.
Yeah, which is good.
Like usually I'm like driving and I'm like tired because you're like in the heat blasting on you in the car. You're like,
Dude, when the
laid
heat-
back, just
That's one
driving,
thing
you're
about
like-
me. Oh, like when I get too warm, I fall asleep. I said to
Yeah,
fall asleep.
exactly.
Like even when I'm driving, bro, like I'll be driving like she's been in the car with me where it's too hot and I'll be like, all right, I gotta turn this off or I'm gonna start to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it.
Dude, it's bad when you're like at the half-hour drive after you get off or something.
Yeah, and you got a long drive.
You got
and-
a long
Dude, there's
drive.
times
You know what?
there's times where I've had to park so I can like literally close my eyes for a few minutes and be like, all right, I gotta like,
Yeah.
Dude,
I gotta close my eyes for a second.
so we were our garage is in Palatine where we pull out of, right?
Yeah.
So I had a couple this week we've been working in like Wilmette area.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's kind of yeah, I know that.
So it was like I wake up, go to work, drive to work, I'm fine. I get my work truck, like turn on my navigation, like 50 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, I
jeez.
gotta stay
Damn.
awake for this.
Damn it.
It's fucking 8 a.m.
See, those are the times when I wish I had like a Tesla or some shit. I could just
Well,
put
you know
that
what?
bitch
Now
in
that
and
I
just-
think about it, I did feel fine today, but I also had a
got that.
Yeah,
I had a
facts.
Red Bull today, which I usually
Red Bull, baby.
Dude,
yes.
last night when I got off of work, my door latch froze. So I couldn't close it. So I'm driving down half hour, just like,
Holding the door shut.
yeah. Took a half an hour.
Imagine the passenger, you're like this, like
If it was
You're
the
fucking-
passenger door, you just gotta let it swing, bro. It's over with. It's over
you
with.
just
Bro.
gotta lose the door.
yeah.
Somebody's gonna drive by and just slap your door off.
You gotta pull like when you're.
I mean,
when
I got a hole in my floorboard, and I got no door on the passenger side.
you gotta pull like when you're in GTA, your door's flapping off.
You
and
gotta,
all
like,
close,
stop
so you're
really
like,
hard.
fuck it, I'm gonna just run into
gotta
a
hit a
wall
pole.
and ditch the door. So you fucking
Or
just-
it's either
or
that
hit
you
a
try
pole
to,
to
you try to
close it.
slow down and speed up really fast so it just slams shut.
Yeah.
Or you hit
Yeah.
a pole to close it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes when it won't shut though, because the brake they won't
Yeah.
they won't close. If you could use the wind to take the door off, so you'll fucking
Yeah, just
Yeah.
back
you'll
up
go
as fast as
forwards
you
and
can.
back up, and the wind just swings it.
That's why I wish I had a
The
Jeep,
momentum
you know?
just-
That's why when you got a Jeep, you got a frozen door latch, you take the door off, put it in the back.
Yeah, pretty much. You gotta be like, they have doors on the UPS trucks, don't they? But they just never close them because they just want to get in and out, right?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
sliding
Yeah.
door thing,
Yeah,
yeah.
but that's
They
gotta
always have it
suck.
open.
Like in the wintertime, because I know sometimes they close it, but like I've seen dudes even in the wintertime where it's open. Like
They
you
got
gotta
some
be
balls.
frozen by the end of the day, bro.
I mean, they get bundled up, but still.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like I feel like there's some jobs where I feel like during the wintertime it's like almost having like a fever dream where you're like, there's no way people actually willingly go out and do this shit. Like,
Dude.
like especially like even for you, because even now you're still hopping in manholes and shit, right?
Yeah.
Even in the but you
No,
guys
I
have
did today.
do you guys have like heaters for that, like where you could heat that or no?
Manholes are warm
Yeah.
because they're under the ground.
Oh, okay.
So you-
'Cause-
I got the heat going through.
Yeah.
No, they don't have heat going through.
just
but
warm 'cause it's in
it's
the
just
ground.
warmer under there.
Don't you guys have that like little like
But that's when you're
yellow
working
hut
on shit.
thing that you can go in?
yeah,
the
but that's not
tents?
working
The
on shit.
tents.
Yeah, we set those up when we do like outdoor because sometimes we have to do like a splice in a backyard or something, and you can't obviously you're not gonna pull the big ass lab into someone's yard,
What? Just
especially
do it.
in Northbrook.
Their yards are worth millions of dollars. What are you
chew
doing
you
in my
out and
yard?
sue AT&T and
Pull my truck in.
lose you a job.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have tents that we set up. We have
Why
little
are you in my
heaters.
yard with
There's
your
all
truck?
different kinds of heaters. There's like generators that power heaters. There's
Yeah.
propane ones.
Yeah, see me, I'm outside in the cold, hands out and all that shit. I'm like, well, I got hand warmers.
Well, that's how it is
the best
most of the time. We don't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
have anything.
thing I got.
I got soaked today.
Yeah?
Soaked.
Why,
Dude,
was
so
there some water flowing through some shit or something?
well, no, we were pulling this cable out of this manhole, and I'm pulling it, and I'm like, it's got some resistance to it. And keep in mind, we got to pull 600 feet.
Jesus
cable
Christ.
out. So
Yeah, that's a lot.
I sat on the ground and I stuck my leg on. I'm sitting over in the manhole, and I'm pulling like this.
Fell.
All of a sudden, I get up and my leg's just covered in water. I'm like,
Oh,
you
dude.
know?
I
Is
had,
your leg
I
all-
had, it's not, obviously, it wasn't working or something like that, but I this was at, when I was still at NIU, right? And I don't know what building it was. I don't know, one of the buildings at NIU. It was one of the older ones, right? And the building had like 3 bathrooms in there, and one of them, clearly I didn't know. So I go in there, and I turn on this sink because I had gotten, I don't know, something from the dining hall or whatever that was. It got on my shirt. So it's like, all right, I'm going to try to clean this off. It's one of those things where it's like broken and nobody says anything. So I turn on this shit just, I'm like,
oh, there you go.
What
Cleaned it.
I'm like,
clean
I'm
though,
like, I'm
stay
clean,
down.
but like, I'm not going to class like this. I just went back to my room. I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous. Like, what the hell? Yeah, this is,
Just
That's
knew what you
that's
wanted.
one thing to staying at school. You can just go back, go to your dorm, get another shirt on, go back.
yeah,
That is
facts.
true.
That is clutch. But
Yeah, that is one of those things.
that's why it does kind of suck for people who commute. Because like, if something happens like that at school and you're like,
Shit.
you better have a coat because I'm not going all the way back home and come all the way back. That's a mission. Especially
Or
if
just
like,
ditch class.
yeah. I mean, especially for a place like if you go like NIU or like, anything that's more than like 10 minutes away. Because then you got to think you got that trip. It's double because you got to go there and back. So it's like,
yeah.
at that point, I'm not going back. I'm going one way. I'm not coming back. It's a one-way trip, but I'm going home.
So I had a accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teacher had a fucking accident.
You got the spare change of clothes in the locker and shit.
Yeah.
Dude. What were we talking about? Sleep. We were talking about sleep stuff. My mom always, I never had it, but she was telling me like about my little sister having it, like night terrors and shit. I don't know if you guys know what that is. But that shit sounds scary.
Night terror is just another name for nightmares.
No, night terrors is like when you like
When you fully like.
basically like you're like
demons.
fully like screaming in your sleep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
no.
you're like getting attacked in your sleep.
Well, I couldn't tell you if I've had that.
Well, no,
I
obviously
think
you
I
can
have.
tell us, but
Yeah.
your parents would say something about
No,
it.
I
but
don't think. Not that I know of.
Okay, because
I have a lot of nightmares though. Still,
yeah, I know
I
you
have more
told me about
nightmares
that
than
recently.
dreams.
I know, like I said, I haven't had that happen. I don't know if you've had that happen.
Oh, I don't think I have it.
But my mom's told me my sisters had it. I don't know if she ever told me I had it or whatever. But they said they thought I was like I was dying, like they were dying or some shit in their sleep because it's like it's the middle of the night and the kid starts screaming. You're like, okay, what the is happening? Like,
Yeah,
what's
right.
what is wrong with you? Like,
you just hear it from the other room.
yeah, and it's like some shit where it's like like how you're not supposed to wake somebody up when they're like dreaming like
Sleepwalking
that.
or
So you just
something?
gotta
Yeah.
kind of like let it happen. But still, that's like, especially as a parent, that's your kid. You're like,
Yeah.
what's going on? Like,
Yeah,
what's
you
happening
also
to
don't
this
want to
kid?
just sit here and listen to
I mean,
your
Yeah,
fucking
your kid
kids
screaming
scream.
like terror, like
Yeah.
I had one time I fell off my bed sleeping. Woke up, I was on the ground.
what you're rolling around in your sleep or some shit.
Yeah,
You
I
just kind of
fell and nailed the ground. It was like a big thud.
I used to have one of those fucking guards because I'd roll off the bed.
like the railing on the
Yeah.
edge of it. Yeah,
Railing guard?
I had bunk beds and actually
Oh.
both of them had the thing on it because
Yeah, both of them had.
obviously it's a kid's bed, so they know kids roll around and move and shit. But
Yeah.
even then, I still think I fell off that one time. I don't know how or
I
when.
don't know how you did that.
I know I jumped
'Cause
off
they
of
were
it on
like-
purpose a few times because
They're like
no, go ahead.
they're like a foot tall.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
were
they
huge.
were definitely some height on them, but the one I remember I would always do it. Like I wouldn't want to climb down the ladder. I'm like, all right, I'm not turning around to go down this thing. I would just jump off the top. I'm like, screw it, I'm jumping. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, that was
Lunge.
fun as a
Yeah,
kid.
I had
though.
a
Yeah, as a
loft.
kid, that was fun.
I had like one of those loft beds where it's like the bunk bed with the desk on the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I turned mine into because I didn't want to use the bottom one. I was like,
Yeah,
this is lame. I want to sleep up there.
No, I put a like curtain on it so I could close myself in because I used to do like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
YouTube videos
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, your little Minecraft
So-
ones, right?
Yeah. So I'd like when I do the ones where I show my face, I'd close it in and it would be like a little like studio under
Yeah, you almost
my
go into your
bed.
own little fantasy world
Yeah,
in there.
it's
You're
like-
like, now the outside world doesn't exist anymore.
all on this fucking old MacBook that I'm using for the podcast.
Yeah. You played Minecraft on that?
Yes, bro.
Oh,
I put Gary's mod on
Dude,
this and
yo,
fucking.
I definitely played
played
Gary's.
CS on
I played
this.
CS on my shitty ass laptop, but I would do this. Like I would have the computer, and I'm gonna hold it. No, actually, I would like half fold the computer, and I had this like stand in my room, like a TV stand. I would half fold the computer.
God, yeah.
I would lean it against this TV stand, so it was like this. It was like half folded, and I had a monitor, HDMI out to it, and a keyboard on the desk, and I'm like that from a shitty ass laptop. So I was like, yeah, I got a PC, bro. I got a PC.
Yeah, right. Just it's on another monitor.
Shitty ass bogus setup. That, bro, I would never wish that on anybody.
You'll be funnier if you plugged in the HDMI and then a keyboard and mouse and just set the laptop over here. Just put it off to the side.
It's like,
this is
I'm
my
gaming,
PC
I'm
now.
gaming, baby. I'm gaming.
I used to do TMZ about on Facebook. When I was a kid.
Facebook.
Dude, I think it's still up there too.
Oh my god, that's
From
funny.
like 6th grade.
Yeah, dude. Like you were talking about with your beds, right? With the top thing, like you kind of had the little desk under. Mine had the bunk beds. It was like a full bunk bed set, right? But the desk was on the side, so it was on the outside.
Oh yeah.
And then what I did eventually, because I got tired of using the bunk bed, like the bottom one, I like pulled that bed out of there. I don't know what ended up happening. I think my sister ended up using it or something like that because her bed broke. And I turned the under like part of the top bunk into like a lounge. I put like you know like the old like. I swear every house I had at least one. It was like the rocking chair, but like it was just like a chair like that was like a L shape and it could rock and shit, right? We had two of those under there, and then the big ass TV was on the stand with the. I had my PS4 at this point.
Yeah.
I had my PS4 at this point. And the PS4 set up there, and then I think I had another like I guess kind of like stand next to it, but we'd use that and we'd have like a little like gaming like I guess room / den thing where we'd center the shit. Yeah, like a LAN party.
LAN parties. Roblox LAN party.
Yo, dude. Speaking of LAN parties, you guys ever watch? I mean, I don't know. I think I watched some of them with you, but the old like Node LAN party videos. Where they, like, play like fucking like all these random ass GTA and CS and shit. And you're like, every time they're loading up, they're like, all right, let's go. Everybody queue up. I was like, yo, that looks so cool. It's like they're just in their basement. Like obviously it was a real like big ass building. Yeah, it's a nice ass building that they had. They're just queuing up with their boys. Like that was cool.
Yeah, throughout like high school, me and my friends used to do like we had like one time where we had like 6 people at my buddy's house.
Yeah.
Every person brought their Xbox and their monitor.
Was this 360 or one?
One.
Okay.
So we had his living room, just the whole circle, TVs around the living room, everyone on their own Xbox.
Well, they had like a little esports arena in their
yeah,
fucking
we
crib.
were all playing. It was so sick.
We did that with PCs.
So sick.
Dude,
recently.
I feel like you did this with PC?
So like one of my friends, Jimmy, you know.
Yeah.
So one of his birthday parties, he had his PC, and then 2 of his buddies brought his PC, and we did a LAN party after we played beer pong.
Oh shit, that's pretty sick.
And we just had 3 PCs going.
Yeah, I've definitely never done that with PC. I've done that with a console for sure, but
I mean, PCs is a lot of work.
yeah, you got to lug a lot of shit. I know
1,000 cables where a console's what 2?
2, a power cord, HDMI, and a monitor, and your controller, which doesn't take a
Never
lot.
gets sold as Halo LAN parties.
Dude, all right. I know you've done it. I know you've done it for sure. The fucking LAN matches we have in D-Wing.
Yeah.
Oh my
bro.
god,
bro.
On the old computers, you put Halo
Dude,
CD.
shitty Dell PCs.
Dude,
Halo-
not
Halo
even
Combat Evolved
like
on
in
there.
D-Wing, bro. I did it in every time I had substitute teaching, physics.
Yeah.
We would be in the back. There's like 10 computers. We would all give each other a download for it. And we
Yeah,
all
literally,
played
somebody
the
would
whole
walk
class.
around with the freaking flash
I had
drive.
it.
The flash drive, plugging it into everyone's computer.
I was the person.
Drag this file over.
Yeah, when I got in, there was someone who had an email link.
Yeah,
shit.
I had the email link. I would email to people.
The email link of Combat
So
Evolved.
they'd make an email throughout the whole class, and we'd all
Combat Evolved was different, especially in those times when there was nothing else to
play
do.
that game.
Dude, that game was awesome. That's like the one like really like vivid memory that I will like never forget from that time of school. Like I know I can almost remember like my KD ratios in those games. Like that's how much I remember that shit.
Dude, that was.
Halo's something else.
Halo's been, even now, it's still just something.
And then it came into like the website with Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, Cards Against Humanity. Yeah, that was another one that.
That was a
Yeah,
good
that
one.
one was.
I made a whole deck with my buddy.
Dude.
Because you'd always have the blank cards, and it's like, I'm going after this person.
Yeah.
Well, we made a
All right,
whole
I know
deck
who this
of
is
it.
for.
The whole deck of
we
blank
made
cards?
Custom cards?
No. So like at 7 a.m. before school started, my buddy and I, we would go on and made 100 cards of just random shit. It was
the random deck.
It was no, and we used it with the other deck. So like it was be like talking shit, like making fun of somebody else in a
like
group.
they were targeted. You know what
Or
you were doing, yeah.
all of them were targeted, and then all of them were stupid. So then like
They're all
it was
stupid.
100 of random shit in a deck, just
I
playing.
feel like it'd be kind of fun though, like if they at least gave you like a base, like kind of idea for the deck, and you just had to come up with your own, because you never get the same deck. I feel like that'd be kind of sick.
Yeah,
Obviously,
that'd be cool.
Obviously, it'd be kind of hard to think of a bunch of original things because
I mean,
obviously they have a team of people who make these games. Obviously, they
Yeah.
know what they're doing. But I feel like that'd still give it, make it kind of interesting.
they do sell that though.
Yeah,
can
they
buy
do.
just blank
They do have a
decks.
thing of blank cards. I feel like we were talking about with LAN parties, right? Like being able to have like we were talking about with those dudes in like Node or Corridor Digital, wherever they're going by now. That space
going by Node.
that space that they had, just to do that, like that's like a fucking dream to have that for your friends,
Yeah.
Especially when you're when you first see those videos when you're like middle school, high school, or
They were the
whatever.
first.
Even now, like dude, I see that and I'm like, damn, that would be so cool to have like. Just like not even like your main setups. That's like just a side setup for you to just go and play whenever you and your boys want to play a game together.
In your
'Cause
office, yeah.
obviously Discord is great. There's nothing like playing with your friends online and shit. But dude, that experience of playing in person with somebody, like the split screen days of like, hey, don't screen look. You're like playing with your friends on the couch.
The quad screens.
There's no matching that. Like matching like split screen or being in the same place and playing with somebody. There's nothing like that shit.
I think it's Black Ops 2 was the best year though. With that, with
Yeah, that
everyone
Modern
started
Warfare 2,
playing.
one of the two. Those, dude, just any split screen game, even Lego Star Wars playing split screen, like shit like
That
that.
was the best
That's,
one.
that's what I'm saying.
Isn't
That,
there only two?
Yeah. I think it was 2 people, right?
Yeah.
It was only 2, right?
There's only
yeah.
two.
Yeah, but even like any of those games where you could sit down and play with your friend or do whatever, that was the best. You couldn't beat those.
Yeah. I like the split screen shit too. It's just nothing's like it.
No,
It's not the same. Like we all sit on Discord, we could share our screens and shit, but it's not the same as like sitting next to your friend. It's just a whole
Yeah, where you could like dap your homie up after a good game.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
a whole different social experience to sit there in a room with your fucking buddies.
Just shit on like a full squad of like search and destroy that you split screening in.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest though. Even though like, obviously you're playing with your friends, playing split screen like actually online is really
It's
hard.
tough.
It is extremely hard.
And
to
we
do.
used to do that a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how if I tried to do that now, I'd probably I couldn't do it. I
no.
definitely could. Well, one, considering I don't really play Call of Duty as seriously as like I used to, but two, like I
I
just
haven't played split screen since BO2.
yeah, nah. But like I said, that would be a dream. But like like I said with dreams, I feel like I don't know if you've heard this before, but since we're on the topic of like dreams and like sleep and all the shit we've been talking about, I was who was I was reading it or watching it somewhere recently, but they were talking about like with the whole, and this kind of reminds me of like what we were talking about with obviously Spider-Man's going into this idea of new dimensions and shit like that.
Yeah.
They were talking about like dreams being like you looking at a different version of you somewhere else. Like if that was true, that'd be cool. Like
That would be.
we could never know, but that'd be pretty sick if that was how it worked.
But like I was saying earlier, what the fucking.
Oh, we're going handheld.
Yeah, we're going handheld.
We're going
now.
handheld, chilling.
I'm chilling. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
relaxing.
all right.
We're
Show
going
us
full.
everything.
Show us
We're
Put
going
it on
full.
my camera.
Oh, they're on
He's
yours?
getting revenge.
Oh shit! Yeah, here
Show
we
us on
go.
the street.
Here we go. We're different
Hey,
kind.
bro, you gotta pay for
We're
those.
different kind
You
of
gotta-
content.
You
now.
gotta, you gotta
For
pay
a
for the
dollar.
That's why I got
feature
the socks, man. That's why I got the socks. You want the sockless? Check the OnlyFans.
You find your fam OnlyFans.
$4. Can you name this actor?
The only fam.
I can show my
Only fam,
Yeah.
baby. Let's go.
You get our X content of our podcast. We're just
$1 billion
butt naked.
idea for Rashawn right now. The OnlyFan.
The only
Oh,
thing.
the OnlyFan. Just pictures of my ugly ass toes.
After a fresh day
My
of
big
work, a long day of work.
my big paddle feet.
Joe's
my-
toes on the beach.
Canoe paddle
Gotta
feet.
Joe's
gotta
toes
get
by the
2x4s
pool.
out.
Joe's toes in the pool.
Joe's toes.
Joe's toes. There you go.
You want to check out the Joe's Toes section of the fucking OnlyFan?
Check them right here. $10.99 a month.
Get $11.99 a month
Here's
for Joe's Toes
Joe's
access.
unclipped.
Joe's
Unclipped.
You just got the the witch toes. Nice behind the camera work right there.
You know, we're working on it. We're working on it. Hey, if we had another camera, we could like spin it around, but they should be like, ah!
Just a handheld.
That's when cameraman John comes in, and we bring cameraman John.
John
Shout out
said.
cameraman John.
Yeah.
Cameraman John said. I feel like we were talking about it while we were watching Star Wars, because I was looking up. You wrote in here. I see that you wrote a deepfakes and shit. Obviously we didn't talk about it much when we were watching, but what do you think of it? Oh, well, I mean, we won't talk about the episode, but it's still a thing that, you know, is existing in shows in general, because they had it in Mandalorian. But it's in Mandalorian too, so it's not something you don't know about.
True.
We're not talking about the episode. I'm just talking about the technology in general.
Yeah, that shit's getting really good, and it's really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
Very-
corridor crew.
Think
Very
about
scary.
like what
Very
you
scary.
could make. You could make like literally
Anything.
anyone say anything.
There's
that you
one
want.
for voice now too, so you can like voice mimic anybody.
They did it with Andrew Garfield recently too.
Really?
There
They
was
like youngify him
no,
or
so
something?
like they
Youngify him.
there was a thing going around where like he was filming a Spider-Man movie,
Yeah.
but the creators used a deep fake of him, and it was just a random YouTube creator that was made it himself and made a deep fake, and everybody thought he was making a new Spider-Man movie by himself.
Are you talking about like after?
No, it was way before like this No Way Home.
I mean, didn't they
was
do a
coming
lot
out.
of?
Well, because
like,
No Way Home, there was a clip that came out and it actually was him.
didn't they
'cause it
do
was the scene we
de-aging
saw.
in No Way Home for Alfred Molina?
I don't know.
For,
They did a little
Doc
bit,
Ock?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh, no, they
I
did,
think.
yeah.
I think Willem Dafoe.
made him
It was
younger.
actually
Willem
how he
Dafoe is
looks.
just how he looks.
Yeah,
He's
because
looked like that
he
forever.
matches the Goblin because he looks more like Goblin now that he's older.
Yeah.
Like he's perfect.
He's
He
always
was,
looked that way anyway.
he
So
was
it's
made
like
for that role.
even remember the clip we saw where he was like talking about how he says his name. He still looked the same even then. He was
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
He still looked
he's
the same.
Green Goblin and the fucking lawyer and detective from American Psycho.
No, he's something of a
It's
scientist.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Something
That's what I think.
myself.
But nah, dude, deepfakes have been getting really
They've
crazy.
been crazy.
Think of what you can make like presidents say.
Like,
That's what
and
I'm saying,
shit.
bro. Dude, if somebody really wanted to over their own, I mean, obviously you wouldn't want to fuck over their own
Our
country.
past couple presidents say stupid shit already. They already fucked themselves over. They already. We don't need to make
Just do it,
David.
let them do it themselves.
Dude, there's the app for it where you just like type in the YouTuber.
At this point, yeah,
and
yeah,
just
literally.
put some random shit down and they'll do it.
Yeah, or like the one we found that website, the AI thing, where you could type in anybody's name. Even TikTok with the text to speech.
Did you guys ever use Elf yourself back
Yeah.
in the day?
Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I
We
don't
thought
think
that was
so.
crazy.
Yeah.
No,
It
it
was literally
literally
cutouts of your
you
head.
take your family and they would
Oh.
put like cutouts of the dancing elves.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
thought that was crazy. We could deep fake ourselves
Yeah,
now.
we were deep faking.
You could deep fake yourself into a fucking movie.
It was like that
Oh,
Dubsta
you remember?
app.
Remember? Did I ever show you guys the deep fakes of me?
No.
Yeah, yeah, on the
Bro,
that, like Reface app, right? Reface, isn't that what it's called?
Remember the Dubsta app
Something
where
like,
you
yeah,
did that
reface,
too?
something
Dude,
like that.
have you seen?
But I put my mom did all these deep fakes of me,
Yeah.
and she put me on fucking Eminem. I had.
Oh yeah, you did send me that because you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that one looks the best.
Yeah, here.
Like
here,
with the
look.
Cordo crew, like they did
Look-
that
look at this
shit
shit.
a lot.
Hey, send me that. I'm gonna put that on the screen for it. I'm gonna put that on the screen.
Yeah, we'll throw it on the
Like,
screen.
even
We'll throw
with-
that one on the screen.
Even with the Cordo
It's a
crew.
deep fake. And then we got the fucking this one. This one wasn't
The
as good. It's
DiCaprio
just
one?
funny. The rest are just funny, but that one was actually.
Dude.
Oh, this one kind of works. I hate them.
I hate them.
This one was good.
It would be-
I can't-
You should have done a Bully Maguire one. That would be funny as.
Borat.
Amazing.
Yeah, Borat.
Dude, did you see the It was a couple years ago I saw it, but somebody defaked KSI onto Chadwick Boseman's body in Black Panther.
No, I didn't see
It was
that.
I didn't see
KSI
that.
in Black Panther, and they took like a whole scene of it.
The thing about deepfake, it's literally Photoshop, but for videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could Photoshop like a face, but in a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like with
It's-
Cordo crew, like they made videos of who can make the best deep fake video.
Yeah, and it's not like
it's not that. It's crazy how advanced it is.
and it's not even like a technology where it's like super hard to get access to.
It's not.
Dude, literally anybody can get access to it.
It's just a virtual effects like
well, they're
thing that you make.
they're making programs where
Apps for it.
Well, the thing is the way they do it, even like Disney and stuff. All it's doing is you take
A bunch of
as
pictures
many
or whatever.
pictures of this person the face
That
you
you
want to
can
put
find,
on there
yeah.
as you could find every
Segment.
angle, every mouth movement. Like, bro, you find a video of someone talking, doing an interview, you can make a deep fake of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
as long as you have enough angles of them, enough frames, you could deep fake and have them say whatever you want.
It's crazy because like when you think about like, you know, when you're saying like, you know, photoshopping, you know, something like, most people, the first thing they think of is like some really shitty, like, oh, they just slapped their face over it. It's just like there's no emotions in it, and it's just like there. Now, like deepfake is like full blown, like facial expression and everything is included.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy how detailed it is.
You can make anyone do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Literally, like that's one thing that if that falls into the wrong hands, that can cause some serious
And it
damage.
will.
It will.
No,
It will. Oh, it will.
It will. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when a lot of these new, like you know, down the line, even with like huge political things, like people got to really do their research on who does these videos because
Yeah.
somebody's definitely gonna try to frame or somebody over with one of these.
And they've probably already tried too.
And the thing is, right now, there's still slight ways to tell if it's fake or real. I can't notice it.
the more it gets better,
But-
the harder it's gonna be able to tell.
bro.
Like,
Even if you're trained with the shit.
Eventually, and you know what? I just had a fucking realization, bro.
Yeah, what's up?
This is what NFTs are for.
Why you say that?
wow.
Because you could see the original source code. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
could-
yeah, metadata.
I have an NFT.
I might sound like a idiot to any of you watching who have followed NFTs because I kind of know what they are, but this now with like the authenticity thing makes so much more sense now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
metadata.
Because you get like it like you know you get these like alien sightings and shit.
Yeah.
If you get a real alien sighting, make it a fucking NFT.
Exactly.
They'll know if it's real right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in order to coin it or whatever, you know, copyright, whatever the fuck they call it, mint it.
Finder
In
fam
order to mint
NFTs.
it, they
Possibly.
need to fucking verify it.
And that's the thing. Like I had a class about it actually. Now that you say that, now it's a good point. Like a really good point. Now that you say that, I had a class my last semester of college or whatever, and one of the units it was about you know like digital marketing and like you know uploading shit or whatever and
Yeah.
you know anything in the digital space. And one of the units was metadata, which is basically anything that like let's say if I upload a photo, no matter what I do, it might just look like a photo on the surface, but behind that there is data behind it.
yeah.
Yeah,
So somebody
exactly.
can track that source back to where it came from where it was uploaded. So if it's modified or changed, that source code changes. So you can see where it was changed and what was changed.
That's how.
So that's what
that
you're
whole
talking about
thing-
that
all
would
the
play into it.
NFTs are gonna be fucking.
So that's what
gonna be
eventually
huge.
That's
eventually before
crazy.
things get broadcasted or posted, people they're gonna start checking that like very very like.
I might need to buy a picture of an ape now.
I have an NFT. I have an NFT.
I'm still not buying one. To be honest, I'm still not buying one. I don't give a.
I got an NFT.
I'm screenshotting, bro.
Dude.
Thanks, bro.
Screenshot it.
Dude, honestly, NFTs are the way, dude. Honestly, like crypto, all that stuff. is
Crypto,
probably-
crypto, I'm for.
well, it's-
NFTs,
well,
I give a shit.
crypto, you buy NFTs with crypto, and
Well, yeah,
crypto's
I know, I'm
gonna
aware
be
of
the
that.
new currency because, like as Mondo's work, they have a Bitcoin
Yeah.
ATM. Like
Well, I
it's
would
gonna
say-
be the money.
I wouldn't.
Crazy,
I wouldn't
bro.
say.
It's
I would-
crazy.
I,
Bitcoin wallet
I
to
would
pay for
say
shit.
it's gonna take
They
a very.
do.
It's gonna take a very long time for that to be a thing, but it will. It will eventually be a thing where
You
it's
can-
where it's a s-
you can buy right now is a.
Oh,
when
no,
The
I'm-
app they use, you can just use buy a
yeah.
credit card.
I'm
use a
fully.
credit
I'm
card.
fully aware of that.
It's
But what
crazy.
I'm saying is, the rate it's growing.
It's gonna be huge.
I can't say it's gonna be the main form of currency anytime soon, but they're definitely working towards it.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what the space hotel
Yeah.
is for. The space hotel is running on fully crypto.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be an even market there. So it's understandable what you're saying. Yeah, for sure. It's definitely like probably, in my opinion, whether it is or not, I'm assuming it's going to be sometime after we're here because
Maybe not.
paper and credit money is still super like crypto. Its attainability is there, but not everybody is, one has the fund to just spend on it.
Yeah.
And two, has the brain capacity to understand that market. So until it becomes more of a commonplace where it's like a credit card or debit card or cash, it's still going to be a thing where it's kind of like on the back burner, which I think it's cool. I think it could be. It's definitely a thing.
I mean, it could definitely. I think it could be one of those things that ends up like cell phones. Everyone was
Yeah.
like at the beginning, like,
They don't like them.
fucking touchscreen. Is this?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
what
like a
do
touch
you use
screen.
this for?
Oh, I got my Motorola Laser. Like,
I got my
That's the one-
BlackBerry.
I
I press buttons.
got my
I talk to someone.
BlackBerry.
Like,
Yeah.
what's the big deal? And now even elderly people have
Yeah.
smartphones. It's like
Hey, you play the new
now
solitaire
the world.
game?
Now the world.
I got crossword. You want to play words with friends?
Now the world revolves around smartphones.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, no, quite literally.
Like you can't get by in today's society without a smartphone now.
Without a
Everything's
smartphone or
on
at least
there.
like some form of smart technology, you
Yeah,
need
exactly.
something. There's no way you can do anything without like a laptop or phone or tablet, whatever the hell it may be. It's just not. If you do, props to you because I don't know how the you do that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how because even I don't know if either of you have gone and done like a COVID test recently, but they don't have paperwork. You have to scan it with your phone.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's no paperwork for it. There's paperwork, but it's all digital.
They send you to your car. They're like, all right, we're gonna text you when we're ready for your testing.
72 hours, you get your result by email.
It'll be an email.
Yeah, email or text your results. Like,
look up the code on our website.
Like I remember before, like I remember even like when I first started hearing about like email and shit when I was younger, like my parents using it and shit. I was like, what is an email? Like, what is email? Now it's like you go up to somebody and they say they don't have an email. You're like, what do you mean you don't have a fucking email?
You weirdo.
Are you born in the Stone Ages? What are you doing?
Like, and you use your smartphone to like pay people. It's like,
dude, you could pay for shit with like Apple Pay and shit. It's
yeah,
great.
just
Zelle.
scan your phone on the scanner, whatever. Like that they have.
My friend, I can send him money instantly. This amount, you want it down to the penny? I'll give you down to the penny. Here's $3.67.
I want that. I want that 67 cents.
You want this?
It's not about the money.
Or you could be like, oh, okay, I owe you $6. All right, I'll give you.
I'll give you $3.
It's $5.95. Here's a $5 bill.
It's not about the dollar. It's about the pride.
It's about drive.
It's not about the dollar, Spider-Man.
It's not about the dollars.
It's about the Mets. Dude, I even like we're talking about with scanning shit, like you said.
Yeah.
Here to get on the Wi-Fi, you scan a code.
Yeah, it's like on the wall.
Dude, even for me, I grew up with technology, and I thought that was like space technology. I'm like, dude, you could do that. I didn't know you could do that.
Dude, same
Join
with
the
like,
Wi-Fi through a QR code. What the
same
hell?
with the when COVID, like restaurants were giving you the.
rolling. I have to piss so bad.
All right, go ahead, you're good. Go ahead.
Even with like.
Babe, hop in. Come on.
Hop in.
Go ahead, Spank. Go ahead.
But like when COVID started, you go to restaurants, scan a QR code. Here's our menu. It's like, what the hell is this? And then you can pay on your phone and just leave.
Yeah, a lot of restaurants are actually doing that. I went to one. The first time I saw that was not last year. No, beginning of last year. Yeah, beginning of 2021. I went up to this restaurant and I'm sitting there and they're like, I'm like, where's the menu? And they're like, oh, you scan this little thing on the like the what are they called? Like the little paper things that they have sitting on the table. Like it's like a little triangle. You know what I'm talking about?
With the QR code?
Yeah, and it had the QR code. I'm like, oh, you scan this. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Like I didn't know you could do that. So I'm like, I'm scanning it, and then there it is, all the menu. Burgers, fucking chicken sandwiches, soup, whatever the hell they had.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean,
and you got the tablet to pay your food, like.
Yeah, or like, who was it that did it? Was it Buffalo Wild Wings that had like the?
It was B-dubs with the thing where you can play games, or you then
you
like
can order your food there. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you order your food. They
Dude,
come
I
and you
thought
pay
that was,
there.
and that was what when I first saw it, maybe 5 years ago. I thought that was fucking nuts. I was like, yo, this is sick. We can fucking order our food without even having the waitress come up. We can just sit here and chill. Like, bro, that's cool.
And we got that B-dubs to go place too.
Yeah,
just call in.
I've noticed a lot more. Even well, obviously McDonald's is the big one.
McDonald's the big ass touch
with the huge towers and shit.
But like they get mad at you. Like you got a whole bunch of people. You ordered like 10 burgers and stuff. You ain't order that. It's like yes, I am.
Why not? You don't want my money? Like
yeah.
What do you mean I can't order that? What is this establishment?
You put these damn touchscreen TVs to use.
Yeah, you put these huge ass screens in here. I'm gonna start clicking shit. What did you expect me to do?
I once went up there and just went up. Overload and it was like $3,000. Like you ain't on that. Like, no, I'm not, but I need help over here.
Bro, like the thing is like I feel like at a certain point, if that technology, like of these screens or whatever, gets good enough, at a certain point, you might even have to have people working there.
Very hackable too.
Oh, for sure, dude. There's glitches all over TikTok and shit where people get free food. I'm like, add a burger, delete it, add a different one, and then delete it, and then it's all free. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, I'm going to do that. Like, what? Yeah, we're talking about the McDonald's screens. You know, like how people do the TikTok? No, I'm good. I still got half. We're talking about the TikTok hacks that people do on, like the McDonald's like menu board, the like digital menus.
Delete it and stuff.
And you add a certain one and delete this one.
Static. Damn,
that was a good one. Dude, I heard that shit through the mic.
Dude, and also when I'm on fire.
I just heard it like over here.
like senior high school, I was taking a computer class and my teacher was like, yeah, so we're going to talk about hacking, but we're not going to really talk about hacking. But we learned about hacking, and apparently a student took it and learned how to hack, went to Starbucks and hacked in their Wi-Fi and knew everybody's like passwords and stuff to Amazon. So by Christmas, they were ordering stuff on their Amazon, but how he got caught, he sent it to their address.
To the other person's address?
Yeah, to their own, like not their own address, but to the people's
People on the account's address. Yeah.
address, and they're like, "Wait, I didn't order this," and then you got caught. And they
Fucking
told,
hell.
but they still teach us how to hack. Like I knew how to hack. I probably still know how to hack.
But see, that's the thing is like, why? First of all, it's a good thing to know, like, have knowledge about how to protect your data and shit like that.
Exactly.
This would be a perfect fucking transition for like a NordVPN fucking ad right now. Shout out NordVPN. Sponsor us, please. We need money.
Now a quick moment for our sponsor.
Speaking of which,
Windows Shell.
You should protect your metadata and everything in your computer. Use NordVPN. No, I'm
Use FamVPN.
Finer Fam VPN.
Finer VPN.
NordVPN. The
We
finer
just-
VPN. Anyway,
The VPN for families.
that almost fell over. I'm gonna just fucking.
It's not falling. Look.
I need the table and I was wiggling my mother. Anyway, what were we talking? We were talking about the McDonald's boards, and I was saying eventually that if that technology gets good enough, like it could end up just replacing the employees.
Exactly.
Like-
But you still need employees to, like, if there's malfunctions, call
Yeah,
an employee
obviously.
I
over.
use that
Obviously-
shit personally because I feel like my shit gets messed up less.
Yeah.
The board
it-
thing.
The board, it gets less. Oh, yeah.
Because when you order on that board shit, it shows them exactly what it is.
It's faster.
And
Yeah, it is.
keep-
Well, I know what I want. Bang, bang, bang. Card.
Yeah, instead of having. Hold on
Stand
1
there.
second. Let me type it in.
And from my experience working at Portillo's, people get really offended if they got damn pickles on their damn burger that they didn't ask for.
I'm also gonna put this out there. My sauce gets forgotten a lot less when I use that board.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
When I ask for that, like the Big Mac sauce and the chicken sandwiches, gets
That sauce is on there, baby.
That sauce
Let's
is always
go.
on there. Or like no pickle on your burger.
Dude,
You're
I
good.
love Portillo's, and you were just mentioning how you worked there before.
Dude, you should have came. I would have
They're-
given
I
you free
love
food.
Portillo's. I did go like two
Oh,
or
yeah,
three
I got you
times.
free food.
Yeah, dude, but I would go. I always get cheese fries. They almost every time forget my cheese. I have to go. I have to
You
either
gotta
go back.
go
Oh
when
yeah,
I
they
go.
always do that.
Yeah.
If
They always
you
do
had to go when I work,
Yeah,
Did-
that's true.
I
Well,
give
see,
you
the
like
thing is,
double.
you don't
The
work
thing
there
is, you
anymore.
don't-
dumbass.
I don't work. Well, the reason why is I'm not gonna get into it, but it's better.
Drama. Tell us the information. But
No.
I'm gonna be honest, yo. Ever since they sold the business, it low key kind of got worse in quality. Do you agree? You guys agree with that?
Portillo's?
yeah.
I worked
they sold it?
there.
I think the burgers are still.
No, I'm saying the beef sandwiches themselves.
Oh, I haven't gotten a beef in.
Oh, don't get
No,
a.
don't do it.
Don't.
I still every now and then will get one every once in a while just because I
The
want.
burgers
one.
are still.
The
fucking
chicken
A1,
sandwiches
bro.
are
Those
amazing.
things
The
are
chicken
fucking-
sandwiches are
They got a
amazing.
decent
The
sized
chicken
burger
sandwiches
too.
are good.
I was
the
there.
new ones are like the grilled chicken.
Breaded chicken.
Speaking of food and shit like that,
Have you had the
Go ahead,
real
go
quick because while we're still on this, have you had the new one with the jardinere sauce?
I don't know. I haven't, but like
They just made a
Well,
new
we're
chicken
going
sandwich
after
with
this.
jardinere sauce.
before we
like,
go
what
on though, I was working there when they sold the business,
Nice.
so I was there. So like everything changed. It was weird.
he was like, I was on the inside.
business.
I sold the business.
Speaking of,
I am the business.
Speaking of food, I know we've talked about it every now and then. This is for the people on YouTube, TikTok.
Get your hand out of my camera, bro.
YouTube, TikTok. You can see these people. So YouTube, TikTok, and any other platform you listen to, Spotify if you're on there. What we had talked about is making a sort of like, obviously not the podcast, but it'd be another form of content of food shit. And I was saying, obviously, if we're gonna be putting out content, I want to see if people would fuck with it.
Fam's
So if you
Kitchen.
see this, Finer Foods.
You could get treated like fam.
yeah.
Hamburger family.
What I was gonna say is, if y'all would be cool, if y'all would want to see some even if it could be TikTok quick clips of us trying and rating
Mukbang.
different burgers or whatever.
Mukbang.
I'm not
Obviously,
doing a
no, I'm not
mukbang.
doing no
Mukbang.
mukbang.
I'm not
doing
paying
no mukbang.
$3,000. I'm not
But-
doing that.
like like you mentioned, obviously it'd be similar to what Mike Malek does, but similar some sort of burger content. I feel like that'd be kind of cool.
Magic Mike.
Yeah,
Malek
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, Malek Mike. Mike
Epic
Malek.
meal family.
Double M.
Epic meal fam.
Epic meal fam. But
Finer
yeah,
meal fam.
I feel like that'd be something cool to do. Something else that's not the podcast that would keep people watching.
I
and
would
keep
do
people
that.
watching.
For
ASMR,
burgers.
Yeah, exactly,
ASMR
for
tiny
Give me the
food.
charm burger. Give me them tendies.
I'm gonna tell you how to make a char burger,
Oh,
Portillo style.
dude, I've had some good ass burgers recently, especially
fucking
assembly.
Burger, what the fuck?
Bro.
Fries.
Dude, those burgers at Assembly, man, those things were crazy. Shout out
Go
to
to
Assembly.
Assembly.
If you're in the
Go to
Chicagoland
Assembly.
area, if you're in the Chicagoland
Facts.
area, go to Assembly. That place is good.
Not your school assembly.
No,
Your
no.
assembly.
The assembly.
Assembly.
The Assembly.
The assembly.
It's in what is it, Hoffman Estates?
Some shit.
Yeah.
like
Some
that.
shit.
Go check out Assembly.
It's a small local bar.
Shout out to Assembly, by the way. Yeah. Speaking of like barbecue foods and burgers and shit and all that, the Super Bowl's coming up.
Yeah.
Burgers and sports, can't beat it. That and pizza as well. Don't
In
forget about
LA
that.
and SoFi,
Mm-hmm. You got LA
we got the Bengals.
and the Cincinnati freaking Bengals.
Joe
baby.
Shiesty.
Joe Shiesty.
Jamar Chase.
Let's go. We got
McPherson.
Joe Shiesty.
It's the Super Bowl, and the trophy ain't even a bull.
I agree.
It's
I
a
rest my
ball.
fucking case.
It's a ball.
Hey, you breaking your bye, buddy.
I saw that on my phone too.
Nah, but yeah, the Super Bowl's coming up. This
Exactly.
next week, right? Yeah.
It is next week, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, Super Bowl drops next week.
It should have been
Super Bowl update comes out next week.
it should have been this week on Sunday, but with the extra game, it's next week.
They're like, oh, let's do the Pro Balls in between.
Yeah, right.
And the Pro Bowl sucks anyway.
The Pro Bowl is booty cheeks first and foremost. Make the Pro Bowl more interesting for
just
us.
a bunch of dudes walking around the field.
Literally, they don't even try.
Don't do it in the middle of the playoffs.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
What is that?
It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Bro, it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
Yeah, no, it is.
And that makes it so you can't even put like the champion teams on in there.
Yeah, you can't. So like, if
Well,
they
you
make
can, but they're not gonna play.
No, if they make the Super Bowl, so like, if they make the Super Bowl, none of them are gonna play that.
Yeah.
They don't play
Exactly.
it.
It's so stupid.
They can make the
like
team.
the
but they're
NHL
not gonna
All-Star
play.
game, as much as they f***ed up the NHL All-Star game pretty bad past couple years, this year we just watched it actually tonight, the skills competition.
It was pretty
at
It's
least.
really good.
It was, it was
I don't
good.
really watch hockey
It wasn't
either.
like
It's pretty good.
stand
Shout out
out,
to the
but
NHL.
it was pretty good. I was reading the comments and say a little bit otherwise, so if you're a hockey fan watching this, please don't come at me. I'm also wearing a Maple Leafs jersey. They're not my first team, so don't come at me for that either.
Bandwagon.
I'm not. No, shut up.
Bandwagon.
Shut up. I got this
Bandwagon.
jersey.
Even though they
I got this
suck.
jersey in
Bandwagon.
2016. You.
They
I had this jersey.
anyways, they
like, I'm
suck
not saying
anyways.
I met him. I met Austin Matthews.
I don't care. Bandwagon.
I called him Mr. Matthews. I had respect.
I called him.
I put my balls in the cup.
Anyway, yeah. Predictions. Obviously, if you
Bruh button.
I agree. Obviously, if you watch anything related to either of our content or anything other than the podcast, I don't really watch teams from Illinois. I'm more of a fucking, for some reason, Ohio dude. Which, hey, are the Bears in the Super Bowl? All right then, buddy.
At the
No, I don't wanna
you
hear
know
no
what?
Tampa Bay.
I don't hear no.
Champa
I don't hear no
Bay.
Bears.
Bay.
Champa Bay.
You know
I'll
what?
take it. Take it.
Champa Bay.
You know what? I don't
The
care.
two-time. I got
But-
the hat on. I'm conflicted.
Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, if you've seen Tim the Tatman, he said the Rams, so bet all your damn money on the Cincinnati Bengals.
yes, agreed. I was literally about to say. I was like,
He's 0 for 7 for football picks.
Tim the Tan Man is a walking.
He's 1 for
bet
9.
case.
Timothy, the skin enhancement ombre, is a curse.
He is
He's
the
a
new
scor-
Drake.
or
Hombre.
curse to fucking sports organizations across the United States.
Bet against Timmy, baby. Yeah. Like I said, so my thing is Cincinnati Bengals, baby. I'm taking the Bengals.
What's the score?
I'm not a big football guy, but I can't go against
Ooh.
Joe Shiesty.
I'm gonna say it might be. Let's do over under instead of like an exact score.
Over
2-1.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be over. I'm saying one team scores at least.
Well, over under is combined. So is it going to be? So right, I think the
Points total.
I think the bet right now is
Over 50.
Over
under 45.
I'd say
right now.
over.
I'm gonna go. I'll take the over.
I'm going under. It's going to be like a
Actually,
20.
aren't the Rams pretty defensive?
The Rams are defensive, so they have a really good offensive line. They got Aaron Donald on one side and they got Von Miller on the other side.
Yeah,
pass
they got a
rushing.
good defense. Their offensive line
And
is.
Bengals, their offense is really good. The
Yeah.
Cooper Cup and you got
Obviously,
Stafford.
fucking Joe Shiesty.
But
Joe Shiesty,
but the
baby.
problem with the Bengals is that they don't have a good offensive line.
Yeah.
But they got Joe Shiesty,
Yeah, Joe
Joe
Shiesty gets
Mixon.
moving.
they got the Jamar
That's-
Chase. Like you let Jamar Chase run a post route and just let him throw it up. He's gonna catch it for a
Dude,
touchdown.
That fucking Joe Burrow's a stallion, bro.
And
Yo,
Mc-
you
He's
let
a
Joe Burrow
fucking
scramble, he's a
stallion.
weapon. That man can
also
move.
that
man
Fucking
can move.
Cincinnati wagon.
that kicker McPherson, he hasn't missed a field goal. He's perfect in
buddy's
the
been
posting.
sniping him.
He's 11. I think he's like 11 for 11, and he's made like 6 out of 50-yard range. And he's a rookie. He got drafted.
Buddy's out there thinking he's Robbie Gold and shit.
He basically is, bro. He got drafted as a kicker, and when he went out there before he won the game-winning kickoff in Tennessee. He's like, man, I can't believe we're going to the AFC Championship right before he kicked it.
He already knew that bitch
He
was going
knew
in.
that bitch was
I'm
going
making this
in.
shit. I'm not missing,
Dude.
bro.
That's what Cody Parkey said. Then doink doink.
Doink. You gotta retry. They even gave him a second chance.
Dude, he made the first one.
Hell no.
He made the first one, and then he just,
and then the post said,
but now,
gone. Nope.
but
game
now
over.
believe that.
And then the funny part about
Playoff
that,
hope's
the
gone.
funny part about that is people were trying to say, "Oh, Cody Parkey,
Matt Nagy gone.
Cody Parkey's all right. He's not gonna get traded. It was one miss,
Oh.
but he was traded the next week."
Bro, no, it wasn't one miss, bro. He was like 50% in the regular season.
It's so crazy to me that the Bears traded Robbie Gold the year before, and Robbie Gold has been on fire ever since then.
Well, the management was bad, but now we can't even get Robbie Gold again because he's a franchise tag.
Yeah.
Like-
now he actually is dogging teams with field goals.
Dude, when he beat the Packers in the game winning, he's like, yeah, the Packers. he's still
don't fuck with him.
He's still a Bear in heart. Well, his whole family's from Illinois.
Yeah, so I mean, respectfully, that's
And same
how it
with
rocks.
same
Watch
with Jimmy
Trubisky
G.
just become a fucking stud.
on the freaking Bills smashing tables.
Dude, Buffalo is so. I feel so bad for Buffalo,
Dude,
bro.
Josh
Their
Allen,
sports
bro.
teams blow. Well, I mean, the Bills
Sa-
have been good.
The
Bills have
Sabres,
been
though,
so
the
good.
fucking Sabres, bro.
No, they don't have baseball because they have the Mets and the Yankees up there. In,
The
Buffalo.
Bills?
Yeah.
No, they technically do have a baseball team. They got the Mets and they got the
Yeah,
Yankees.
yeah. But
Because
they don't-
Buffalo's in New York.
Yeah. But I was saying is there a team in Buffalo? Nah,
But
nah.
Buffalo, there's only basically the Bills are the only team that's actually plays in New York. Freaking Jets and the Giants play over
Jersey.
the bridge in the Jersey
Yeah,
in the
they play in
MetLife.
Jersey. I don't know where what is it? The Sabres. The Sabres play in Jersey too. Is there stadium
Sabres
in
are
Jersey?
Buffalo.
No, I'm saying, but is there stadium in Jersey? 'Cause
No,
the
they in
Jets and the
Buffalo.
Giants play in
No, it's
Jersey.
in Buffalo.
Okay, no, that's
They
what I was
play
wondering.
in Buffalo.
I know, that's what I was
Jersey,
wondering.
because they have the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Devils. Yeah.
They have fucking New Jersey Devils, the New York Islanders,
Yeah,
the New York
'cause
Rangers,
for
Buffalo
the
Sabres.
for the like you said, for the Jets and the Giants, they play over the bridge in Jersey.
Yeah.
They play technically in Jersey. That's
In the
what I was
MetLife.
wondering. Yeah.
And people are like, get this sorry of a franchise.
Aren't the Jets
on
finally
you.
getting their own stadium though?
No.
I thought they were. Weren't they supposed to?
They were supposed to build a new one.
Yeah, that
It
shit
was
got
supposed to be the
scrapped.
Jets. I mean,
New York
with
market.
with the Soul Life, they built that stadium for the Rams, and then LA Chargers moved, and they play in there. But no one wants them there.
Nah.
They were
Dude, the Raiders stadium looks sick. That thing
It
looks
looks
nuts.
it looks like a poker chip,
Yeah, that thing's cool as fuck.
and they got the flame going through the whole game.
Yeah, I think that's pretty sick. I mean, I think, like I said, for the Super Bowl, I'm still sticking with the Cincinnati Bengals.
So Raiders Stadium, is that the one that looks like the fucking big Roomba, or
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
the big Roomba?
It looked like a
It's-
Roomba,
He
right?
knows.
That's
a
where
bit-
That thing looks cool
that's
though.
where the
Is
All
that a
Star.
new stadium?
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
built this year. It's
That's
just
Same
finished
what
this
thing
year.
as T-Mobile. They built two stadiums for two new teams. That's fucking sick,
so
bro.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Super Bowl should be there, I think, next year.
Yeah, it
And
should've
then
been there this
now,
year.
since we're talking football, the Bears are
They're
in
moving to Arlington
negotiation
Heights, right?
with the Arlington racetrack.
Well, they already bought it. No, they bought it.
No,
out.
they put the money in. They haven't bought it yet. They just put a big
I
ass
think
offer.
I got the offer got accepted though, because I remember
It-
seeing
it
something
got
on ESPN.
accepted?
Hey man, as long as they don't fucking play during weekdays, because my work is about 2 minutes from fucking Arlington Racetrack.
Oh,
Not only that,
no,
but
they
guess
play-
what's next
no.
door? Your fucking hockey games.
yeah, right.
Joe, they will. They
Good
will,
luck getting out of there
Joe,
at nighttime.
They will only play Thursday, Saturday,
Or Sunday.
Sunday, or Monday.
Maybe Monday.
Maybe
So there's
Tuesday,
like
depending
2 days
on
out of the week
COVID.
they
Just
play.
when our hockey games are Sundays, Thursdays, and Tuesdays.
All the same days.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be a shit show.
You gotta go an
there.
hour early just to get to your game,
And
or
it's
you gotta.
gonna be-
You know what you gotta do? You gotta go up around the other side of
we
Palatine.
might get some fans.
You gotta-
Shit.
You have to come. You'd have to get to those games now. You'll have to come up this way through my.
Bro,
mom's
imagine we
neighborhood and
started
go through.
getting some fucking views on the pod and we
Dude.
could get fans of the game at
No,
the
that's what
stands
we
in a
got- if they-
beer league
hey,
game.
hey, if they
just
go-
for us to get blown out 10-0.
in the bar league and shit.
If they move to Arlington Heights, we have to do some IRL shit there.
Yeah,
We
we'll do
have
it,
to.
sure.
Absolutely 100% have
Oh,
to.
dude, tailgate podcast.
Dude, that'd be even just tailgate fucking random videos of us fucking with people and shit.
Oh, dude,
that'd
it'd
be
be
funny as
fun as
shit.
Oh my
shit.
god, tailgate content
Dude,
would be insane.
funny as
remember we
hell.
used remember I used to go to like, ask for the Walgreens like next door.
Yeah.
We just go for the tailgate, not even go in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like
what you
that
do.
now.
You go to tailgating and then you just go home.
Yeah.
I feel
Or you
like
just find some
especially
random
if it's in Arlington Heights, it's down the street.
dude. And I heard
It's
it.
literally down Northwest Highway.
I
Yeah.
feel like that stadium's gonna kind of be like the Rogers Center of baseball.
What are we at? 55
55.
minutes. Solid again. Another 55-minute episode. We're on, that's what, 4 episodes in a row now. It's been 50 plus minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we tried out, like the 117-minute one, the one
Yeah,
like
they're
20
all right.
minutes,
You know,
like,
if it's a quick topic,
The
we want to get
hour
on really
one
quick.
is
That's
probably
cool.
pretty good.
But the hour lets us kind of flow. Obviously, I mean, today we kind of got a lot of stuff in. We had a good bit of a flow going. I thought
Yeah,
this was fun. But yeah, I mean, that's episode 10 now. We're on double digits, so that's a big thing for us. Obviously, very, very many more to come. We're going to keep at it. We're going to get more. Obviously, as the time goes, you'll probably see this room, or
Change.
if we end up changing rooms, or you guys, there's enough of you guys to support us. Fucking
yeah.
move into a new space where we have like a
A
full
whole
studio.
desk
Big
to
thing,
have
guys,
5 people instead of
that's been
2.
big thing. It's been a little bit better recently. The engagement, the comments and stuff. We get a little bit more here and there.
TikTok has definitely been picking it up a little more. So shout out to everybody on TikTok. We've definitely been seeing a lot of more views. Obviously, I think almost all the most recent posts have been maybe a couple hundred views off of 2,000.
It's pretty good.
Getting some comments on them now, so people are starting to pick up on it. We got some. I think it was in the past 3, well, including this episode. In the past 3 episodes, we've gained, 12, 11 subscribers, something like that?
Yeah, I think 11.
So, yeah, shout out to everybody subscribing to the YouTube.
We're one away from a very cool and funny number, guys.
Bitches think I'm stupid. That'll give you a clue.
No, we need 69,420. That's what we need.
Yeah,
Get
600.
a plaque for both of those.
Yeah, facts.
Just put it on the TV.
I agree. But what I will say is, if you are on TikTok, if you're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, what else is there? Fucking Google Podcasts is a thing now too.
Yeah.
If you're on any of those,
The Hub.
and if we haven't up on the hub, shoot,
Shit.
subscribe. Pay for the only friends.
Weeks.
The Only Fam.
Joe
The only friend,
Toes.
yeah, Joe's Toes.
The
Pay
Joe
for-
Toe section is extra $1 a month.
Joe's on
Right?
clip is very toenail-ish.
Toenail-ish. Dude,
Joe's
all right.
unclipped.
There's a video on there where he clips some on
Anyway,
Joe's toes.
Again, thank you guys all for watching and supporting. For the people who are, if you don't, well then you're not gonna see us. F you, but nah. Again, thank you for everybody watching. Joe, you got any last things?
First backwards hat, no headphones outro
Another
while holding the mic.
big
Big
thing
moment here.
in the podcast and
Big
headway.
thing.
All right, drop a beat.
Come on.
All right. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for watching. It's been the Fire Fan Podcast. Peace.